Hello and welcome back to Anti-Depressing. This is a show where we talk about everything from liturgy
to Lexapro.
There it is.
Am I giving calm vibes like Delilah? Like to Lexapro.
2 weeks in a row.
Lexapro.
Mentioning Delilah in the opening.
Delilah.
She will live on.
It's giving
forever.
It's giving, we're a podcast run by women and a man who helps us a lot. But two women that are leading this podcast, and so it's a safe space here. And it's giving that Chanel is going to get her period soon, and she is so tired. So she's talking.
It's giving men listen to this, and I'm sure that's their favorite thing to hear.
So she's talking like Delilah. So welcome to Anti-Depressing, where we're talking slow and we're taking it easy. We're taking you on a smooth ride today through some wonderful stories.
There it is.
And we're just excited to be with you guys. Mm-hmm. We love y'all so much. And we're excited to bring in the new year with these last couple episodes.
I know. We have 2 more episodes until it's sweet, sweet Christmas time. And then we're going to take a break for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And then we'll be back. So we're so excited to journey through this next little bit of Advent. Before we jump into stories, I have some very fun, very controversial anti-depressing Catholic news.
Spill it.
I think it's Italy's.
Oh my gosh.
I saw you
guys post that.
Man. He's a model and was voted like most handsome man in Italy. Just left the modelhood. He left the community of models. I don't even know what you call that. He left being a model. Modeldom feels right.
I don't know.
To become a Catholic priest.
As he should. Italy, I just want to say, we should just be calling it, you've been Father Mike Schmitz'd. We've been Father Mike Schmitz'd for so long as an American people, and now it's your turn. It's your turn to suffer like we have. So you've been Father Mike Schmitz'd. Welcome to having someone beautiful that is entering the clergy now. Although Father Mike Schmitz'd is wonderful, blah, 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 etc.
I honestly am taken out. When I used to be a high school theology teacher, I would show Father Mike Schmitz'd videos all the time, as one does.
Yep.
And one of my students one day walked in and was like, "Hey, are we watching another video by that pretty blue-eyed priest?" And I was like, his name is Father Mike Schmitz'd. And yes, we are.
The one who actually has a lot
of
great things to say. Yes. So welcome, Italy. Welcome to what we've been experiencing for the past however long Father Mike Schmitz'd has been in the spotlight. So
I know. I posted it on Anti-Depressing's Instagram stories, like, wow, what anti-depressing news. And our producer pointed out, he was like, it's anti-depressing for the church, but maybe not for the women of Italy. And I was like, there it is.
Nuance.
So, that's why I said it's controversial, depending on who you are. Maybe this is a little sad, but for the greater good of the church, what a gift.
Yeah. And thank you.
What a moment for praise.
Thank you to whatever his name is that I should definitely look up. We'll put his picture right here if you're watching on video so everyone can just appreciate and pray for him. Every time you see him and you're launched into this feeling of feeling sad that you've been Father Mike Schmitz'd, you can just pray for him.
Just pray for him.
Just pray for him.
And all the people that he's going to lead.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. What a gift.
Thank you, Shepherd.
And our first story is honestly really similar in nature to this.
It is. So our first story. But before we got to dance.
Oh, do you want to dance?
What the heck?
I forgot. We're all business tonight.
I know.
No party.
I know. We're launching right into it. Okay, here we go. Dang. Okay.
I like that.
I know. I was about to be like, should
we switch?
Okay, you guys. So our first story, that's kind of weird.
It's kind of romantic.
Yeah.
It's giving very cake at wedding vibes.
It is. So our first story of the day is that Daddy Yankee of Gasolina fame and many other songs, but Gasolina was the bop.
Carry on.
He has accepted our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ into his life, and he made an announcement that he is no longer going to perform reggaeton. So he is done, and he is also going by his birth name, which I will look up. But he has He's officially
not gonna be called first name Daddy.
He will
anymore.
no longer be Daddy Yankee, which honestly
feels right.
As a people, we have become so desensitized because the fact that for years I've been calling a grown man Daddy Yankee and Daddy
that
has
feels
just
too far.
Thank you to our assistant. Ramon Ayala. Yeah, so he will now be referred
Ramon
to
is
as
a little different
Ramon.
than Daddy Yankee. That's
You know, he at the end of his concert, drones lit up the sky and said, "Christ loves you." And he is no longer performing reggaeton. He is
Wow.
done now. So thank you for the gift of your music, Daddy. And
No,
we
we can call him Ramon now.
and we welcome you, Ramon. So here you go. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, we've had like a lot of conversions up in here in the past.
I know. I feel like something's in the water.
Yeah.
I'm loving this for people. I think it's really interesting, especially if you're at that concert and like you came for Daddy Yankee and what you got was Ramon. Like you got a man who was changed and who had accepted Jesus Christ.
There it is.
And who was talking about that and had drones, you know.
And what a
with Christ,
testament.
what an interesting thing.
Yeah,
you know?
like what a testament to just be like, you know what, like I don't know, just have, because it reminds me, because a couple weeks ago I saw Enrique Iglesias, Pitbull, and Ricky Martin.
Yeah, and like, what if that happened there
in the
like,
trilogy
that's what
concert?
I'm saying.
And that's so scary. Because you know, Enrique was horrible. This is a conversation for another time. Ricky,
is
amazing.
it for another time? Because that's kind of sad.
I know, he was like not good.
He, like,
I have to
so much.
I have to show you a video. There was a moment where he was just like, I can't.
Was he pulling a Backstreet Boys, like getting too into it when he's too old?
That part, but then he was also, I can't even, in the way that I don't think I can really describe it, because I fear that I've said two things that could get me sideswipe canceled today.
Okay.
So I'm going to say this in the way that I think. So there was a part of the concert where we're just sitting there, right? It's like in an arena. It's an Amway where we saw the Jonas Brothers. And all of a sudden, Enrique's on stage, and he just lays down and just starts like pounding on the floor with his fist, and then just like humping the floor.
Oh no.
And then, but there's no music.
No.
And I was like, what's going on? And there's thousands of people in this arena.
This is so troubling.
And like, we're all just like, what is happening? And there's no music. And then all of a sudden music starts playing, and he's also not good. So like, as I'm seeing this, I'm like, there is no song that he should be doing that to. Like, there's no song. So Enrique, not good, unfortunately, for everyone that's going to the trilogy tour.
So like, what if Enrique?
A shame. If he said
at the
after
end would have
that,
been like,
I'm giving my life to Jesus Christ, I would have been like, you know what, Enrique, Godspeed and God bless you. And Jesus deserves your gifts, because he was not good. So but if Pitbull said he's giving his life to Jesus Christ, I don't know. Like, that would be really hard for me. And is it about me?
Interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to cut you off. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Like, he said he was giving his life to Jesus and everything and was going to stop doing this music, but it was at the end of his concert, right?
Yes.
So like, that's my thing. Like, you just spent all concert being like, gasolina. And then you get to the end of the concert and he's like, anyways, guys, I'm done. And I know, like, the announcement had to come at a certain point, right? It couldn't come at the beginning of the concert. And then he's like, now I'm going to sing this. People paid to be there, so I understand and respect it. So in that way, I get it.
Yeah.
But, like, if you went to a Pitbull concert and, like, Lord have mercy, some of the things Pitbull says are so crazy in his songs. Like, I am traumatized.
Oh, I know. We looked it up this summer. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just, at the end, if he was like, okay, you guys, I just want to take a moment to let you know I'm done, and Christ is King, and good night. Like, how would you have felt?
I don't know, but believe me, I've been there, done that,
Yeah. I know, it's very interesting, very nuanced here.
I think of Pitbull, and when I think of him, I just think of all the quotes that he's given us. And I think that Pitbull has just given us enough. So even if at the end of that concert, which was literally like being in a club, I never even told you about it.
I'm sure it was so
like being in a
unhinged.
club. He just stood on the middle of the stage, and he would, in between each of his songs, he would be like, "You guys want to feel like you're in Miami? You want to dance?" And we were like, "Woo!" And then it would just be like him and a T-Pain song, and he would just be jumping on stage.
Well, because he only sings in like parts of songs.
Yeah. And so then it was like him and a Kesha song, and then he would be like, "Hey, you guys ready to party?" And we were like, "Yeah." And then he would just play like another song from college, and we were like, "This is great." So if at the end of that he was like, "You know what, I'm done," like, okay, I guess, because he's given us a lot. He's given us enough. Yeah, he's given us, like, I'm looking up the 20 best Pitbull quotes. Okay,
I'm so scared.
Okay, let's see. I'm taking all the negatives in my life and turning them into a positive.
Okay.
Remember that from one of his songs that I can't remember. Let's see. Let's see.
Are you scrolling for ones that aren't inappropriate?
Yeah.
You're scrolling. You're at number 17. This is.
Whoops.
So that tells us a lot.
Yeah. Music is my hustle. Fair. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Can't say that.
So many.
Cannot say that. So you guys, that's it. That's it. Congrats.
At the end of the day,
to Ramon.
Welcome, Ramon. We're excited to have you in the body of Christ, man. That's a great place to be. Very excited for you. Interested to see if he makes a musical shift. You know, like it doesn't have to be the end of his musical career. So I'm interested to see if he makes a musical shift and what that shift will be. And so I'm here for watching this journey and seeing where it goes.
Yeah. So welcome, Ramon. We're so happy for you. Maybe like preacher Ramon Rodriguez. Who knows? I don't know.
You never know.
So who knows?
It's interesting too, because a lot of people will like become Christian, become Catholic, but their life doesn't necessarily change.
Yeah.
And like we talk about, there's a quote, I can't remember what saint this is. It says something along the lines of like, if you believe that Jesus actually is God, actually died for you, like it will change everything. Like it will change the way you live. In this week, talking about Ramon, and then last week also talking about Rob Schneider and him being like, I can't tell the same jokes I used to. And then him being like, I'm not going to sing Gasolina. Like, I can't do this. It's going to like change my life. And so seeing two people who are openly like, now that I am saying outwardly that I believe this, it is going to change the course of how I live because I truly believe it. And I think that's super powerful to see back-to-back weeks.
Yeah. So
love it.
Congrats, Ramon. We are so happy for you.
Welcome.
I'm praying for you. Welcome, sir. So for our second story, we are going to talk about something that's been going viral. This young woman was talking about her dog and how for her dog, his original name is like Dom or something silly. But they ended up calling him Bongo, and then Dongo Bongo, then Wongo Dongo Bongo, then Monjo. And it's just evolved into his name not actually being Dom anymore. And so I would love to just reflect on things that we call things, names that we call things that aren't the actual names. Starting with little Franny baby here.
Okay.
Which for those that aren't watching on video and / cannot read into my mind and see my vision, I am looking at Jasmine's beautiful dog who we witnessed last week, cleaning her little paws. And so little Fran, what is Fran's original name?
Okay, I love this lighthearted story. So Franny's original name is Frankincense.
Love.
Christmas theme in our family for everything.
Love.
And frankincense is no exception. And so we got Fran 2 years ago. 2 years ago, right before Christmas.
Wow.
So crazy. So her full name is Frankincense. Originally, her nickname was Frankie. So it was Frankincense and then Frankie. On her collar and everything, it's Frankie because like frankincense doesn't fit. So it's Frankie. But then she became Fran. Then she became Franny. When she's in trouble with Steven, she's Frankie Marie. Sometimes she's Franklin Marie. During Halloween, she's Frankenstein. What else is she? Oh, she's Francine sometimes, like from Arthur.
Yeah.
The sister's name.
Love.
But most of the time she's Franny.
Uh-huh.
My oldest daughter calls her Frankie. My younger daughter calls her Fran or Franny. Those are
I love. And she responds with enthusiasm to every single name. She loves it.
I'm honestly surprised she's not freaking out. Fran.
Yeah.
Oh, she's sleeping.
She's sleeping. Yeah.
She's exhausted.
Love.
But those are, and she's also Frankenbeans, like from The Office.
love. And then
feeling fun.
Your older dog, who is no longer with us, Bella.
Yeah.
What was Bella's names /
Normally, it was either Bella or Bells or Bella Girl. It was mainly Bella Girl. But we would call her Bells, and then Noelle was like, "It works because she's like Jingle Bells, so she works in the Christmas aesthetic of our home."
I love.
But yeah, Bella Girl.
And then when your daughter was younger, Noelle also couldn't say her B's, so she was Yaya for a long time.
Oh yeah, you always called her Yaya.
I loved Yaya.
Yaya.
And it was just so friggin' sweet. So love it.
Can you tell us about Cooper's names? Because they give me life.
Yeah, so Cooper is my 12-year-old dog, and he is Cooper, he is Pooper, he is Cooper Snooper, he is Pooper Scooper. He is Coop-de Whoop, Snoop-de Whoop, everything that is not Cooper. And then he's Coopy Poopy Coopy Snoopy. And then he's Coopy Mr. Son of Our Life. And then he's Coopy, the only one that we love. So those are Cooper's names. Then my sister has a dog named Cleo, which I don't think I've ever called her Cleo. I've just been calling her Clee for her whole time that I have known her. So I just feel like it's not right to call animals by the first name,
by the real name.
Yeah,
I call Cooper, who is my boyfriend. I call him Coop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Cooper
my boy.
does think he is your boyfriend.
I know
for sure.
I know.
My dog, for context, everyone, he is 12 and he absolutely hates pretty much everyone besides like my mom's boyfriend, who he loves, and Jasmine. And he will actually listen to Jasmine when she says like, come here or sit or blah. And everyone else, I promise y'all, he just walks give a crap. Away. Yeah, he does not like anyone else. So he is quite literally Jasmine's boyfriend. So I would love to say some names of things just before, we move on to the next story, because this one's just so great.
This is feeling so like in Parks and Rec when you remind me so much of this when Tom Haverford was like, I call forks food rakes, and like all that like that's so you have a name for everything.
That is not it, right? Yes. And
but like nicknames are so endearing. I really love it. Like,
and people love it.
Call me
Nobody has told me that they haven't, so I just full send into it.
So you have to.
Yeah. Okay. So people call socks foot bags.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
Okay. Lasagna is spaghetti cake. I like that.
That's good. That makes sense.
Raisins are fruit jerky. Okay. Let's see. Air conditioners are cool blasters. Cakes are, here we go. Cakes are big old cookies.
Oh, this is literally just.
This is just from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
All noodles are long ass rice. Fried chicken is fry chicky chick. Chicken parm is chicky parm. Chicken cacciatore is chicky catch. I call eggs pre-birds or future birds. Root beer is super water. Tortillas are bean blankies. And I call forks food rakes. And dogs are house wolves. Cats are house lions.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Water is snowman blood, which is so intense. I've never heard that.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, I'm like, that's kind of intense.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? When Noelle was little, we let her try sparkling water, and she calls it spicy water.
Spicy water.
And so does spicy juice.
Yeah, I love just love the way she just is so dramatic. I love it. Whenever she has spicy anything, she's like
the eyes.
Let's see, just a few more. Whoa. A black sky chicken is a crow. Let's see. Lip wipes are napkins. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. A ceiling fan is a hanging propeller. That's kind of intense. Or a house tornado. Let's see. American bread is just raw toast. Oh, what? Let's see.
Raw
Raw toast. That just makes me feel.
I mean, that is fair.
Let's see. Salad dressing is plant gravy.
That's true.
Let's see. Shoes are soft clogs. And then, also foot prisons.
Oh my gosh.
And then let's see. And then Cheerios are bagel seeds. Let's see.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Orcas are panda fish. Just a few more, y'all. I know you're loving them. Platypuses are duck puppies. Sheeps are land clouds. Zebras are prison ponies.
Oh no.
Let's see. Volcanoes are mountain fountains. Okay. A stingray is a sea flap flap. Let's see. A skunk is a fart squirrel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it, you guys. So, God bless the names for things that we call that are not actually their names. So it makes life more fun.
It does.
So for our last story of today, we're going to talk about, it's been going viral. This young woman that talks about people that go into stores, and she just stitches her videos, meaning like she comments on them. And she talks about how so many people buy so much garbage, and how a lot of the things that we're buying is actual garbage and unnecessary. And so she follows people video wise, like watches their videos as they go into like TJ Maxx, Target, and pick up like, the mini Christmas trees in like the dollar section of Target that have like the glitter on them and like the millions of colors, and people pick up 40 of those, and then they pick up like, tons of like makeup gift bags and just things that you're like, you're going to give that to someone, or you're going to buy that for yourself, and that you're just never going to see it again. You're never going to
not going to use it.
Yeah. And so it just really had me thinking about like, especially in this time of year, just overconsumption and like how much stuff we buy that just like is kind of garbage. Yeah. So in the air of honesty here, I will say that the other day I got caught up in the dollar section, and
did it take you?
Yeah, and I bought a couple things in Target dollar section, and I immediately got home, put down the bag, and I think they broke in the bag because it was just literal trash. Like it was like little Village People decorations, and it just like fractured as soon as I put it down. So literal garbage. So what are your thoughts on buying things, consumer nations, and what are your thoughts?
I think in regards to like gifts, it's tricky because sometimes like you want to actually gift someone a physical thing, but you don't want to spend a bunch of money because like nobody has like $50 to spend on every person you're trying to get a gift for.
Yeah.
So I understand that you're trying to like get something that might like look cute or whatever. I personally am more of like an experiences gifter. Like I would much rather gift someone an experience, and I would much rather receive an experience because quality time is one of my love languages.
Fair.
And so I would rather do something that is like, we're going to spend time together, but something that I intentionally would appreciate, and so that's something that is important to me. And like my parents are really good with that, like gifting experiences. And then I think, it is always nice for someone to like, oh, I like got this candle. I thought of you. I did whatever, so I do get that, like, that's very nice. But I do like what she's saying in regards to like, sometimes we just buy like junk and it's just really not necessary sometimes.
Yeah. And you come home and you're like, how many knickknacks do I need?
Yes.
And you kind of see like year to year how much stuff that you have that you can actually just reuse. Like as I'm looking ahead, Jasmine has put up her Christmas decor. Everyone is stunning. And I have seen those deer like in every apartment that
We've
you've
had
lived
them
in,
since we got married in
every
2016.
place you look and you decorate, like every year, it still looks great. And it's like, how much stuff can we actually reuse? And we like don't need to keep buying new stuff. I don't know. Maybe that can be a resolution for the new year. Like, let's stop buying so much crap that we don't actually need. So yeah. So I don't know.
That's a good point.
We'll see.
Are you more of a gifts or experiences person? What do you appreciate?
I love gifts because I love knowing someone thought about me when they got something. I think that's awesome, and it always makes me feel so special. But I also love quality time, and I love being able to
Yeah.
talk about something with someone
Mm-hmm.
again.
Oh yeah,
So
like in the
like,
future, like have that memory
yeah, and be like,
together.
remember that time that we did blank? So
Mm-hmm.
for
That's true.
example, you and your husband took your family
Mm-hmm.
and myself
And my extended
and
family.
me and us took all of us to dinner because you guys stayed at this fabulous resort, Disney resort, and we went to dinner together, and that was like y'all's Christmas gift to myself and your sister.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like so, like, you guys, it was so good.
It was
Like
everything.
it was so good. And and like the food was popping, and we didn't even finish like all of the food that they brought out, and there were like 1, 2, 3, 4, like what, 6 of us.
Yeah.
And
But there were so many courses.
there were so many courses. Yeah, but it was just so fun because now I'm just gonna never forget like doing that, sitting there. It was so
Yes.
good talking
When you
about
guys
it.
like danced afterward.
Yeah, and
like
then
there
we
was
like
so much
went
happening.
and we
Yeah.
danced afterwards, and y'all went swimming, and we like hung out and danced more, and it was just like so fun. So I am
Yeah.
becoming an experienced girly because of my relationship with you, I think.
Oh, I
So,
love that for us.
but all good vibes, you know. So yeah,
Both things are great.
both things are great.
Especially
Don't buy
if
crap.
It's thoughtful. Yeah.
Especially if it's thoughtful. So the takeaway from today is give your life to God. Don't buy crap. Come up with fun nicknames for things, and maybe it'll just
People
make
love
life
a
a little
nickname.
bit more fun.
Dogs love a nickname.
There it
Everyone
is.
loves a
Everyone
nickname.
loves a nickname. Don't call anyone or anything by the name it was actually given.
Never by their
By its
God-given name.
creation. Doesn't matter at all. And so that is our takeaway from you all during this Advent season. We hope that advice has blessed you. And we look forward to talking with you guys next week.
Absolutely. Remember that the world is depressing,
But we are
we are not.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.